Hello, this is 1100 WSG. I'm U-Turn LaVern, and yeah, this is one street over. What's going on one street over from where you live in? I got Danny and Janet in the house. Danny Ashley, Janet Palmore. They're here from the museum. And what are we doing? He's fixing everything for me. Thank you, Ilya Maldonado, president of Ebenezer Broadcasting. Appreciate you, brother. And we're taking care of business because the Robertson County Historical Society and Museum, they are hosting the historic tour of homes, Christmas tour of homes on Sunday. We need to sell some tickets, y'all. I mean, usually this thing sells out. What's going on? Is just everybody busy or something?
It's a busy time of year.
How many tickets did you say you had left?
27?
26.
26.
Come on. Yep. Got to get those tickets bought up, guys. How do they get tickets? So what's the best way?
They can go online to our Facebook page, and it'll take them to the link to purchase online, or they can swing by the museum Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 4, pick them up. And actually, we're open on Saturday, 10 to 2.
Mm-hmm. 10 to 2. Okay. And I tell you, Christmas shopping, guys, get in there, look at what they have. You've done such a beautiful job. You got anything brand new in the museum gift shop? What have you got?
I do.
I got to get in there. I got to get in there and get some stuff for my kids.
You got to do some Christmas shopping.
Yes, I do. I got to get in there.
Boys are yours.
I know, because they're so hard to buy for. But they love Robco stuff. They love the things from their hometown.
We got it.
And I know you do. So tell me what you got new.
So we've got about 4 or 5 new sweatshirt designs,
nice.
2 or 3 new T-shirt designs, plus a new print that is of the courthouse that's historic Springfield, and we have a couple new hats.
Okay, good deal. And just great stuff. And I mean, all kinds of stuff about our history, and you have Christmas ornaments, of course.
We still have some left.
You got some smoking barns.
We are sold out.
You're sold out of smoking barns.
Can't get them.
Oh, my gosh.
Can't keep them in stock.
No.
Isn't that funny?
Well,
because you'll have to plan ahead for next year to get some smoking barns.
Yeah.
But because they are such a fun novelty. Such a fun novelty.
Well, it tells the history of Robertson County.
Yeah, it really does.
Neat things. And the barns actually are made out of barn wood.
Yeah.
And then they have this incense that smells like
the barns.
It smells like the barn.
I really need to get with them and get them some wood from my barn and get them to custom build me ones for my boys. And they will. Because I've had them in.
We'll do it.
Yeah. And they will build custom ones.
Yep.
You know, but the only thing is, my barn's still a functioning barn. My husband took a piece of wood off the barn to build something, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" You know, I was like,
"How old is that barn?"
I don't know. Lloyd Kite. You remember Lloyd Kite?
Yes, I remember Lloyd Kite well.
But he was. I mean, he wasn't the original owner. We bought it from Mr. Kite.
Yeah.
And
but we've had how old that barn is.
We've had.
You may get in trouble with the historical society. You tell Mark he's going to get in trouble with the historical society if he's taking stuff off that old barn.
I tell you the one thing. Did you ever see the cabin before it collapsed?
No, I didn't.
Oh man,
you got any photos of it?
I do.
Well, send those to us.
I'll send them to you, because what happened is when we bought our place, we started taking down the old buildings, and as we started taking down the old white house that was there was a cabin underneath it.
Oh, wow.
That I don't think people had realized, and it was cut up really bad because they cut in windows and stuff.
Oh yeah,
full of termites. Yeah. We spent easily $10,000 trying to save that.
Yeah,
and we could not keep people out of it. We were afraid it was going to collapse on somebody. We finally just had to take it down. Yeah. And it broke my heart, because, I mean, just broke my heart to have to dismantle that.
Probably 200 years old.
Late 1700s is what the speculation is, because the roof was pegged.
Yeah.
That is typical of a house built prior to 1800.
And it was right there on the water, and that's what they like to do. They like to build a cabin close to the water.
Yep.
Because that'd be their drinking water. And
I'm telling you, it broke my heart to lose that cabin, but it had to go.
You're on South Fork Creek, right?
We're on Car Creek.
Well,
and Humphrey Hogan is supposed to. My understanding, I forget. I had researched this and I've kind of set it aside, but I think it's Humphrey Hogan that was given the land for his Revolutionary War service.
Okay,
he was a
land grant.
He was part of the land grant, and our property was part of that 500-acre allotment. But they don't believe he ever really lived here. But in the deeds, in the archives, you can see where they talk about the cabins on Car Creek.
Okay.
So I'm sure that was probably one of them.
Probably.
You know.
Yeah.
And
wow.
The stone fireplace is still there, but it has collapsed in.
Yeah.
And I won't let anybody touch it.
No.
I'm just leave it alone.
Yeah.
That's all we have left of them.
Yeah.
And what I would love to do is one day, if the Lord blesses me, put a cabin up there and reconstruct that fireplace. Is what I would love to do.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'll ever have the funds to do it in my lifetime. Maybe my children will.
Well.
But yeah, and that barn.
Cool.
The barn was there. I mean, a long time. They talked about a big, there was a guy that lived there that came up and to talk to us, and he was just somebody that rented there. And there was a big ice storm that shut down the power, and they used to milk cattle because there was no dairy barn there.
Yeah.
That we remodeled into a historical society probably wouldn't like this either, but we did it many years ago. We turned it into an office building.
We won't turn you in, I promise.
But we turned it into an office building.
Okay.
But it was an old dairy barn.
Yeah.
And so it's just, I mean, now it just needs to be redone completely. But our understanding was they couldn't milk cows, and so they were dumping milk down in the hollow because they didn't have anything to do with it, and they couldn't keep it. And they brought some generators in from up at Fort Campbell to help or something. I mean, we've heard all kinds of wild stories about the dairy farm.
Well, a lot of strange things happen on Carr's Creek.
Yeah, Carr Creek Critter. I've heard all about the Carr Creek Critter, Carr's Creek Critter. Oh my gosh, we're going down roads we don't. I mean, but this is all history.
Oh, we always do that with you, LaVern.
This is all history. This is my favorite. You know, I had Bill in here on Monday, and he got to talking about this character that used to take up the money out of the meters.
Yeah.
And he was talking about he was the one that would hit the buzzer at the Springfield Baptist Church. And he said his name, and people would know him. But he got
Clyde
off talking.
Casey?
Maybe, I don't know, but you would have to ask Bill who it was. I can go
Bill
back
Jones
and listen.
you're talking about.
Yes.
Now. Okay, it's probably Clyde.
I think it was Clyde. The Clyde sounds right.
Clyde Casey was he was adopted by the city of Springfield. From about the 50s all the way up until the 80s.
Yeah.
He was the son of Sheriff Casey.
Yeah.
He was mentally challenged.
Yeah.
And his dad left a trust for him, and where he could live on that and had a place to stay after he and his mother passed on. And Clyde would go up and down Main Street in Springfield from business to business, and maybe sweep, maybe unload the parking meters. But he had a catchphrase: "He won't work. You won't work."
Yeah,
that's what he would say to everybody.
That's what Bill said.
He would see friends of his or people he knew and say, "Hey, Clyde, how you doing? You won't work." He'd say right back to you. My dad used him down at the center to clean up down there a little bit, some too. Mm-hmm. And Clyde was he was like in a lot of small towns from that era. He was a character.
Yeah.
And the town adopted him, and he went all over everywhere, and people would give him food to eat. I mean, he wasn't indigent. I mean, he had a place to stay.
He had.
But
vision.
people would
took care of him.
That's
what we're supposed to do.
The whole town. The shopkeepers, the business owners downtown, they looked after Clyde.
Yeah. Well, and we have, is it Bill that walks around now? What is that boy's? Is it Billy?
Billy.
It's Billy.
Yeah.
Because
Billy would be similar.
Billy is somebody that you know if you're around town. When Mark was working up at Ace Hardware, he'd come in there all the time.
All the time.
And I remember one time we were somewhere downtown, and I gave him a water. It's just something, just a bottle of water, and he never forgot that. Mm-hmm. And he'd see me, and and that's something, just something simple as that. Mm-hmm. That's the only time. That's the only time I've had an opportunity to give him anything. But I said, "Here, Billy," and he never forgot that. But it's just those characters, and they're precious. They're just precious. But it was so fun listening to Bill reminisce about him.
Well,
and he just went down this rabbit hole because we were talking about the parades.
Yeah.
And in Springfield and the history of the parades. And he was talking about how that Christmas time they'd do free parking and have dollar days and different things like that. Yeah. And then he was like, and then he got off on Clyde, and it was just the funniest thing.
Well, Clyde was a character, and I'll put it that way.
Yeah, but we love hearing all this history. But our farm does have a lot of history. It really does. And we got started on that talking about taking wood off my barn that might be a historical barn, and he told me not to. So anyway.
I'm teasing.
No, I know. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
But so we've got the historic tour of homes. Yep. So unpack that for us.
5 great homes.
Tickets.
Yeah, we need to sell some tickets. They're $30 a piece.
Okay.
But we've got 5 great homes. 4 of them are in the historic district. They are David and Jessica Lewis down on North Main Street. We have David and Debbie Woodard, their home on Garner Street Then we have Ross and Linda Thomas on Bourne Street. And then we have Leanne Fisher. Her home is also on Bourne Street. So all the homes are fairly close together. And then we have an additional home out on Highway 431. That is Jackie Guthrie's home. It was the Drawn Ancestral Home, which is just a couple of minutes north of Springfield. I mean, it's and for all intents and purposes, it still is Springfield. So, but people will have to drive there. But the rest of them, they can walk it, or some people can walk it if they want to, or they can drive up to the homes. But and Janet, why don't you tell them about how people are going to what will happen that day as far as getting their tickets and stuff?
So they'll come to the museum and they'll check in with me and they'll get their book and their map. They can come early to check in if they have time tickets. So we did do time slots this year. We have 1 to 3. We have a few left there, and then some 3 to 5 tickets left. They'll come in their time slot or a little earlier, check in with me, and then they're free to go on their way and do the homes in the order of which they want.
Right. So it's all self-guided.
It is all self-guided.
See, I like things like that.
And we give them a program which tells the history of the home. It's got photographs of the home and also a photograph of the homeowner, which is inside this program. It's kind of like a playbill that you get at a play. And then Janet has got this map that will go with it, and it's easy peasy. It's a lot of
great afternoon.
Yeah, and a lot of mother daughters like to do this.
Oh, fun! Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, and it's an event type thing. It's going to be a little bit cold that day, but it's wintertime.
I mean, it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
It feels weird when Christmas isn't cold.
Correct.
I mean, honestly and truthfully.
Oh, we've had some.
I like a cold Christmas. I like turn the.
We've had some Christmas tours where we had snow.
Yeah,
I can remember. I'd be
that's
out there
neat.
sweeping snow off of a homeowner's front porch just so people could get inside.
Yeah.
So, we've got 5 great homes, and 5 great families that own those homes. And I like the Woodard home, for instance. They were missionaries in Europe, and they traveled all over the world. I think he told me they've been to like 70 countries.
Oh, wow.
They accrued and managed to bring back all these antiques from their trips and from where they lived. He showed me 2 artifacts in his home that date from the 15th century.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
really? What are they? I'm just curious.
It's one's kind of a candle type thing that was used during the in England when the Church of England and the Catholics, more or less, the Church of England came about.
Right.
And anyway, and the King of England put out an edict about going after the parish priests, and so they would find hiding places for the priests in homes for the Catholics. I mean,
wow!
David can tell you a lot more about this than I can, but I'm just trying to remember what he told me about it. But anyway, they would oftentimes in a nice home they would find a place and they would wall it up, and the priest could hide in there in case somebody came to looking for them or something like that. And this was a candle. I mean, it's neat, but it's way old. Oh,
wow.
15th century stuff.
That's crazy. I love stuff.
Oh,
I love stuff like that.
But anyway, they got some great stuff. Let's see. Leanne Fisher home. Now, there's a home. It's an English Tudor built in the early 20th century. And it was back in those days. In fact, there's the second Tudor home, English Tudor home in the historic district. And it was the first home in Springfield that had a walk-in shower.
How funny. That's right.
I mean, what a claim to fame.
That's cool, though. I mean, you think about that, and I talked to my kids about that, how that wasn't that long ago, 100 years ago, that was, the thing.
Everybody had bathtubs. But they had a walk-in shower.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
What I love about the tour of homes is like you drive by these homes and you think, I'm so curious about that. That's an interesting home. and you get an opportunity to go in and see them.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool.
And the homeowners are just wonderful.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we've always had a good bunch, but we really got a really good bunch this
It's a
time.
great group of them.
Yeah.
Very good.
And they're looking forward to it. And anyway, it's going to be a great day.
Awesome. So we got tickets. You said what slots have you still got available?
I've got a few for 1 to 3, and I've got several for 3 to 5.
Okay, so 3 to 5. I mean, that to me sounds like the perfect time to go.
And it's from 1 to 5. I mean, it's a
Okay.
4-hour deal.
Yeah. Okay.
And, you can jump in the car, come go on the tour, and walk around the town. I mean, it's a
Grab you a bite to eat on the square.
The weather's
Yeah.
going to be cold, like I said, but it's supposed to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a good day.
It's going to be awesome. So cool. Everything that is happening with the Historical Society and the History Museum is just so interesting, and you need to be a part of it.
Yeah.
If you're
tell LaVern about the new lights we got in.
Ooh,
We
okay.
did get new lighting.
Okay.
And we got new track lighting, and so it brightens the upstairs up. So the upstairs has been completely just
Big
about
room.
renovated, basically,
Yep.
to bring it up to, a little more modern. And so the lights just make a huge difference.
Yeah, because the lighting has been an issue.
Yeah.
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 And 'cause
Well, the
I'm one of
lighting
these
that we
people-
had dated back, we think, 1950.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's what the
Yeah.
lighting people
Yeah.
had said.
Almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because that's really good. Because I'm one of these people, when I'm looking at something, I need light.
Mhm.
I've got to have
Well,
light.
you've got
when
it
I'm-
now.
You got
Awesome.
it.
Okay.
Janet's done an excellent job. I mean,
Awesome.
we got Dwayne Sword and his people to put it, double-edge builders to do it for us, and they've done a
They did a phenomenal job.
And they're the ones also
wanna
that
come see.
restored the floor.
Okay.
Remember, I think we've told you about that. The original floor had been covered up. The original
Carpet.
floor that had been installed in 1915 when the post office was built. Sometime after that, they covered it up with carpet. And every few years, whoever was in there at the time, us included, the Historical Society, we'd put down new carpet. We thought, well, and that's the way it was, shall we
Yeah.
say. In the 50s and the 60s, everybody's covering up all those hardwood floors
Yeah.
with carpet, shag carpet.
Well, that was a sign of prosperity.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
if you had carpet, that was the trend.
Yeah.
That meant that you had prospered and
Yeah.
you could have carpet.
Yeah.
Which I
But
detest because
They
it,
covered up.
allergies.
They've covered up this ash wood floor.
wow.
That
Beautiful.
is absolutely beautiful. I mean,
bet.
it looks gorgeous, and
I'm
it looks exactly the way it did in 1915 when those
Mm.
craftsmen put that floor down. And
Oh,
we're
wow.
so
It's
proud of it.
amazing.
Yeah.
All I saw was a smidge of the floor when they removed the wall,
Yep.
and I went out on a limb and applied for a grant, hoping
Yep.
the floor was there.
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah,
Oh my goodness.
hit-
I got to come see that.
And it hit gold, shall we say?
Good for you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What a great job. I mean, that's really cool. When did y'all do the floor?
This past spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, well,
I
you got to
have-
get up there.
I've got to get up
You gotta
there.
get up there.
And I got to
You gotta
renew
get
my
Christmas presents.
I know. I've got to renew my membership too because when I have my membership there, I get a what discount? 10%?
you get 15% off.
15%
Yep.
off.
Yeah.
So you go in and you get your membership to the museum and you get 15% off anything you buy in the gift store. And that's a great deal.
And it gives you free access all year long, early
All
access to tickets,
year
and it's a
long.
great gift giver for a history lover.
That's what I was going to touch on is because when you have these people, you have no idea what to buy. If they're here in Robertson County, there are so many newbies that have never ventured into the museum.
Yep.
They have no idea what
Oh,
a
yeah.
treasure it
Absolutely.
is.
There's even local people
And
who's never been there.
That blows my mind that you could be. That was one of the first things I did when I
Oh,
got
yeah?
to the county
I
because I
remember.
love history. But that and the chamber, connecting with the chamber and
Yep.
with the history museum
Yep.
because I
Yep.
wanted to see where we were
We're
coming.
on the corner. We're on a corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so those were some of the first things I did, but not everybody does that. So,
Yeah.
but that's what you can go in and you can you can go in and buy a cool Robco gift and give them a membership and say, hey, you can go to the museum all year long and they'll probably become members and be
Yeah.
ones.
And then we have, we're already lining up guest speakers for our monthly meetings
Okay.
coming up.
Planning
throughout
our
the
events
year.
out for the next year.
Tell them about what we got coming up with Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, we have donuts and hot cocoa coming up December 20th with Santa, 9 to
yeah.
11. You can come in at any time and he'll read stories. We'll have crafts and it'll just be a good time.
For
I
all
love it.
for all the kiddos. We've
Yep.
been doing that past several years, and
Yep.
it's fun, a lot of fun.
Very good. Very good. So
Tasty too.
you got to get in there,
And
guys.
We've got Saturday coming up. What that is the deal with Public House and
I love
mistletoe
Public
events.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Public House is so cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they've done such a great
They do
job
a
in
great job.
there. Oh, I love it.
They
Yeah.
do a really
Good
good job.
food.
We're
Oh,
proud of
so
them
good.
For what
Yeah,
Jess
yeah, yeah.
Levesque and her
Yeah.
team.
Yes.
They've done a great job.
And
What an asset.
yeah. very
We
much
all
so.
hated to lose the tea room, but oh my goodness, they did a great job
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
making it something new.
Yeah,
And,
it
I
looks
just love
good,
it.
and they do a
Uh-huh.
great job. I had supper from there last night, in fact.
Mhm.
And then what else we got coming up in 2026?
Well, in 2026, you'll see quite a bit of changes because we took in one of the largest
Yes.
collections the museum has ever taken in, I do believe.
Yep.
We took in the Bo Adams collection.
Okay.
And
What does that mean?
the things that
Was-
he had was absolutely phenomenal. I didn't even know some of it even existed.
four
Storage
four
units.
storage units full of memorabilia, artifacts, documents,
Yeah.
books. Bo has a collector. He's
50 plus years.
50 plus years. Started when he was a youngster.
7.
Mhm.
7 years old, started collecting things. And he's got items that, like Janet said, we didn't even know existed.
Yes.
Knight Rider stuff, original letters,
Yes.
Knight Riders. Oh gosh,
Whiskey items that I didn't even know was
Yeah.
still in
yeah,
existence.
yeah. These whiskey items, like bottles and different things like
Documents.
that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that had been out of circulation for over 100 years, 120 years.
Mhm.
Bo, he would find these things on, at different sales. He would find them online. Woolen mill products.
Oh my goodness, that's been phenomenal.
I mean, Janet's starting to go through it right now. It's going to take us, I don't know how long to go through it, to get it cataloged and get it curated into the museum.
Yeah.
Inventory, etc. It's just amazing, and we're so proud of it. It's
Yeah.
We're going to call it the Bo Adams Collection,
Yeah.
and it's
He did a great job preserving the history.
yes.
Well, and he was always taking pictures and
Yep.
all of that. I'm
we
sure you have a
got
ton
all
of
that.
pictures.
Yep.
We got it all.
Yeah.
He's donating it all to the museum, and it's just an incredible collection.
That is amazing.
I can't say enough good stuff about it.
He's still here, right? I mean,
Yes,
okay.
but-
You scared me for a minute. I was like, did something happen to Bo and I didn't know about it? And so
No, Bo,
you're good. He just
but-
decided he needed to clear this stuff out. Good
Yeah.
job, Bo.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when y'all started talking, I was like, okay, did something happen? Because I mean,
No,
he's
no,
you talk about a
he and his
fixture in
mom wrote-
Robertson
yeah.
County.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he is. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
he does photography. He is just a
goes to
sweetheart.
all the events.
Yeah.
Yep.
And anyway, and he's just got this collection of all kinds of different things. I mean,
How
it's
cool.
just,
I find a new treasure every time I go in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Oh, how fun!
I've already
something out.
incorporated some of it, but a lot more will be coming out in the new year.
Really?
Janet, one of the first things that she found when we started bringing it to the museum was these old movie posters with the Capitol Theater on it from
Oh.
the 1930s and 40s.
Oh, how cool!
Yeah. It's of course we got the new movie theater, the old movie theater that's
It's
going to be
being
the new movie.
Mhm.
I know, I'm
theater.
so
It's gonna be the
excited.
Capitol Theater. Michael Crawley's doing that,
I know.
and anyway, we're totally excited about
I'm so
that.
tickled about that.
Everybody,
I've reached out. Lee Marie got him on right after he bought that.
okay.
I was like,
Yeah.
"You rock, girl!" I mean, that was a great interview, and just getting that. And I've reached out to him, and he's just so busy right now
Oh,
because
yeah.
he said he would love to come on, but he is just slammed.
He is. He
And
is. He's got a
so,
lot of different
and you
things
can't.
going on.
He does not have a cell phone. You have to reach. Yeah, you have to reach him through like Messenger or something. He'll find you on the computer.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I was like, does he have a number? And she was like, no, you have to reach him through Messenger. So he stays busy. He doesn't
Yeah.
have the
Oh,
distraction.
yeah.
God bless you. I don't blame, my husband and I this morning were kind of lamenting how these phones, are such a, sometimes, constant contact all the time.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
But anyway, very cool, Bo. That's pretty cool. The Bo Adams
Bo
collection.
Adams
I
collection.
cannot wait to see
Might
it.
want to bring us back after maybe a few months.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a few minutes to see what I can find.
Yeah.
Okay,
It'll
for
be-
sure.
Because one other cool item I found is he had told me before we got to those units that he had a People's Tucker pennant.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's the old school.
The People's Tucker School was a private school
Yeah.
located on Fifth Avenue where Springfield high school would be. In fact, it was run by two fellas, Mr. Peoples and Mr. Tucker. It was a private school, and this is back before public schools were even in Springfield. And they had a school right there on Fifth Avenue. And anyway, built a nice building, 2 or 3 buildings, 2 stories. And then finally the school went out of existence, and then that became Springfield High School. And it stayed Springfield High School from about 1910 to 1936, when the old Peoples Tucker School caught on fire and burned to the ground. And then the city of Springfield got a grant, more or less, or a loan from the WPA, the Works Progress Association, which was part of the Depression era, putting men back to work. Anyway, long story short, they built a magnificent high school on that same site. That's what everybody else is familiar with now, which was then became the middle school and is now Innovation Academy.
So that's where the original Peoples Tucker School was.
Peoples Tucker School was. Almost on the exact site of Springfield High School.
See, I never even knew there was anything. I never heard.
Well, you're not from here.
No, that's true. I don't know this much history about my hometown, though.
Well, a lot of people don't know that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Even people that have lived here all their lives don't know that. I mean, that's been gone for over 100 years.
Isn't that wild?
But there are photographs. We've got photographs.
We've got
but
photos
that
now.
That she's talking about.
It was absolutely amazing. I kept digging in those units, hoping I was going to find it.
And baseball uniforms.
Yes, there's a Peoples Tucker baseball uniform.
You're kidding.
And we have diplomas. I found them as I was
That uniform looks like you could
gosh.
put it on now.
and wear it. Yeah, it's like pristine.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
And that's
That
what
is
Bo's
crazy.
got. I mean, and
That's
That
just
is
some
crazy.
of it.
yeah,
Man.
that's just a trickle.
Man. I love it. I love it.
Well,
I love
thank
it. It's so good. Now, invite them to the,
Christmas tour of homes coming up this Sunday from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
they got too many tickets left, guys.
We got
Got to sell these tickets.
We
Come
got
on.
to sell the tickets because all the money goes right back into the Robertson County Historical Society, which goes right back into your history museum
Yes.
to preserve, protect, and tell the history of Robertson County.
I love it. I love it. And guys, appreciate your hometown. Just as we mentioned my hometown, we're at the 4-year anniversary of the tornado that took out Mayfield. And my friends have been putting up stuff. And just as soon as you mentioned it, it just kind of popped in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate what you got because, things happen.
I tell you,
And, absolutely. We've got such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city here.
I saw Mayfield about a month after that took place. And all I could think about was how lucky we are because their downtown was very, very similar to our
Well, that's why I've
downtown.
always felt home here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
we
mean,
had
it's-
we had the iconic courthouse. They used to do movies in our little city and the town square. I tell
much
everybody,
they resemble each other was incredible.
it really. And again, that's why I always felt at home here. And I said, if you can imagine waking up and walking downtown, and the top half of the courthouse is gone. Every store on the square is gone, except for the CVS on the corner. For some reason, it stayed.
Yeah, I remember
All
that.
the historic churches, just destroyed.
Like a
And-
huge bomb was dropped in the center of town.
The entire historic district of homes was wiped out.
Yeah.
Completely
I mean,
flattened.
flattened.
I mean, there's not a historic home left. And that's what happened. So that's what I'm saying. Appreciate it, guys, because
Appreciate
things happen.
Yep.
Look who just walked in. Ace Timbermeyer is out there. She's back at United Way.
Oh, yeah.
You know how United Way in the city, and we're talking about you, sister. They just got all over the place. But anyway, I love this. I love our county. I love our city. It's so much fun.
We'll make way for Ace.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Get your tickets. Historic tour of homes. Do it. It's gonna be a great day. Love you guys.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks so much. Merry Christmas and all the things. All the things. And we got to get by. We got to get by you're open till 4 Friday. You're on 10 to 4. Tell me the hours again. 10 to 4 today and tomorrow, and then the Saturday hours
10 to 2.
10 to 2. So get by there, get some things for all your Robertson County people that have moved away, and rejoin. And I've got to rejoin the history society, so I can have free membership, free visits into the History Museum, and also get a 15% discount in the gift shop. So do it, and that's a great gift for a history lover. Barry and Rebecca Richards with Exit Prime Realty. Come on in here, Ace. My gosh, it's been forever, sister. But we're going to talk about Barry and Rebecca Richards before we start talking to Ace and to Brian. Brian's here too. he's just kind of like like a side dish, right? No, anyway, but Barry and Rebecca Richards, Exit Prime Realty. You know, if you're looking to sell, would you like to know how much your home is worth before you put it out on the market? They can do a free market analysis for you, and they can take care of that and let you know. If you are wanting to buy a home, well, how much home can you afford? You can see what you can pre-qualify for. You got to do that before you before you start looking. Don't get your heart set on something like, oh, you can't finance it. So you got to know what you can do when it comes to buying or selling. You got to have a great marketer. That is Barry. 17 years as vice president of a media marketing company in Nashville, and now a broker here for Exit Prime Realty. Rebecca is one of the first in the area to be a seniors real estate specialist. She's been at this a long time. You're going to love working with them, and they also invite you to come in and be a realtor. That's something Rebecca's really been pushing right now. Is would you like for them to mentor you? They would be glad to. This is the time of year when people start really thinking about maybe doing something a little different, and if that's you, now's the time. Reach out to them and they can help you become a realtor. And Barry said, he'll tell you though, he might talk you out of it because you've got to know the ins and outs. They're going to be super honest with you about what to expect if you step into a career in real estate. So talk to them about that as well. They are Robertson Countyans, Cross-Plainians. They have been for 30 years. So they specialize in Robertson County properties, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky like me. They're originally from Kentucky. So reach out to them. Whatever your needs may be, Exit Prime Realty, sellwithbecky.com, sellwithbecky.com, or buy, B-U-Y, robertsoncounty.com. The number, here's Rebecca's, 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425, or Barry's is 7424. Reach out to them today and always let them know U-turn sent ya. Brian and Ace are in the house. It's like full circle, you guys.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
my gosh.
Good morning.
So good.
First time y'all came in, it was in that studio over there.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was forever
All right.
ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
Gosh, dog it. Man.
Time flies,
It's
man.
good in here.
Yeah, then they do a great job.
It's great.
I just can't say enough about Ebenezer Broadcasting and what they've done with this facility and this worldwide Christian broadcast company. We love it. So, but yeah, it does look nice, doesn't it?
I would like to address the elephant in the room. Sweater is
Isn't
phenomenal.
it great?
Seriously, so good. Cool Santa.
I love it.
What island is he
Hippie
from?
Santa. I have no idea. I found this. This is one of those things on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, I found it on Facebook and I ordered it and it took like 6 months to get. You know, thank goodness I ordered it way ahead of time. But, you know, that's one thing with Facebook. If I've ever ordered anything through Facebook, it just never comes.
No.
But I did finally get this. So this is like my second or third, but it's perfect for the teacher.
It's worth it.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Hippie Santa, I call him, but the kids
Santa,
love
he's
it.
cute.
I love it.
Very
I love it.
cute.
I knew you would appreciate it.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm
Yeah.
like, look at all her colors. It's
Yeah,
so
isn't it
good.
fun? It's fun. Well, today is Winter Wish Day at Greenbrier. We have the kids get an opportunity to say what they want for Christmas, and it can be things like a pack of Reese's or you know, some kind of candy, maybe some Christmas socks, simple little things. But Miss Grimes leads this with Renaissance.
I know.
She's amazing. They wrap all these gifts. Santa comes out and they call your name and you get something to unwrap.
Oh, that's
You get your picture with
cute.
Santa. It's just the best day.
That's cool.
And so we're doing that today, and it'll probably spill over into tomorrow because I know one lunch period she has over 100 to give
Yeah.
out.
Wow.
And so, because not all the kids, and some of the kids think they're too cool for it
Yeah.
until everybody else is getting something and they didn't.
Yeah.
You know, and I tell them all. And one of my favorite things, though, about this is there's a place when you fill out your form to say, oh, by the way, my friend so-and-so needs a coat.
Oh,
My
yeah.
friend so-and-so, their family doesn't have enough
Yeah.
food. You know what I mean?
Good.
To,
That's
in
very
a
good.
safe way, you know, without
Sure.
embarrassing somebody, say, this needs to be taken care of. And I love that.
That's cool.
You know, because
Yeah.
kids know things.
They do.
They talk and they can tell.
They do.
Yeah, I was talking Sean Elmore's little one. She was saying the other day something about one of her friends didn't have any. I don't think they have any food at home, and little bitty, and gleaning that. So you know these high school students know a lot of things we don't know.
Yeah.
For sure.
These kids, I'm giving it up to them. I knock on the younger generation a lot, but they have a lot of compassion.
Oh, they're
That's
great.
what I've seen in
Our
that.
kids are awesome.
So I was curious though. Did anybody wish for a good football team over there? Or?
Shut up!
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help
that
it.
was
I
coming.
couldn't help
Oh,
it. It was laying there, man. I had to take it. I
Well,
absolutely
it
had
would be
to.
nice if they didn't let our team, you know, sign off and go across town to other
Right.
schools because of academics. Come on, give me a break. Yeah, you won't go there. It's like,
I had
no,
to take it.
academics my eye. Come on. You know I'm right. You know, it's like if academic reasons, and we can move a kid to another school out of their district.
We're living in the world of the transfer portal these days in life. Transfer portal in life. I don't like it either. I think you should play where your friends are and where you grew up, and unless your parents want to send you to a private school or something, that's great if you can do that. But otherwise, you need to play with the people you grew up with, and there's so much pride when you do beat somebody you're not supposed to beat with the people that you grew up with. And you can't replicate that. So, yeah.
What he said.
Yeah.
There you go. But you started it.
I couldn't help it. It's right. It's right there. So my daughter's cheering for IA, which is the old Springfield Middle School, which I played sports at when I was a kid. And it is painful to go to some of these places and have our rivals beating up on us like this, because she is at a smart school, I guess is what you want to call it, whatever. So I'm getting served right now. So Greenbrier is one of them. I got a good basketball team, but half of them are Springfield kids, I think. So that's another topic.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Just facts. That's all I got.
So funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. But yeah, we're, and Coach Elmore has retired. And so we're seeking a new football coach right now. And just really, Coach Elmore was at it for a long time. Such a good man. And just really, served a lot. And we really appreciate him. Because I'm telling you, people don't realize they pay these coaches next to nothing for the amount of time they pay.
Oh, it's all in fun. If you're pouring, if you're pouring into young people and you're developing them, that is the thing right there. Wins and losses. I know we get all worked out. That's great. But like what you do and how you teach them to go from young men to men or young women to women, that's what it's all about right there. I have some coaches in my life that I still see that I appreciate very much, and so and in some cases they're second fathers or first fathers or however you want to look at it, depending on their home situation. So no, it's all in fun. We appreciate it. If you're pouring into young people, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. We're just having some fun.
Winning or not. I mean, if you're at Springfield, you win a lot, but other places, I mean, East Robertson.
East Robertson.
Do you know how much? I've got a bunch of friends from Huntington, Tennessee. Do you know how much grief I've caught from Robertson County going and not representing there? So
I know.
It's okay. They won the state though, so
I can't remember who our big rival at Good Pasture was. I can't remember, but you would know the name. But they're one of those schools that the kids came from all over to play at that school, and they won the state again, and again and again.
Some of those private schools.
Ocala, is that right?
There was an Ocala, that was
I
good.
think it was Ocala.
Yeah.
That just kind of took us out every time.
Yeah.
If you had to play them in the playoffs, you're like, otherwise you could play them in the finals. But we did really good, but yeah.
We came down there and roughed up Good Pasture a couple times. Y'all had Ron Mercer, Maddox, those guys. That was 90s. Yeah, we had something for them. So private school kids didn't want it.
See, I know nothing about sports. If I don't have a dog in the race out there, I don't care.
Y'all always had good teams, though.
Yeah, and when my kids were playing, they were good, but yeah.
Back then, the private schools played the public schools. See, that was the difference. Like, so we played Brentwood Academy, Good Pasture, all those schools, and then right after I graduated, they changed it in the divisions now, so the private schools are in their own division. But back then, we would actually have to play them to get to the. I mean, we played Good Pasture in the playoffs. We played Brentwood Academy in the football playoffs to get to the state championship, and they had basically a college team. It was ridiculous, and So anyway, they changed it probably for the good, because they could amass talent that like a public school can just start. I mean, they could go get anybody they wanted.
Yeah,
they had scholarships, at those schools. We know what that was, and transportation. So anyway.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Now what?
One comment led to all that.
I digress.
You know what led to that?
We could just do a sports talk.
I love to trace it back, because we got off on one with Danny a while ago and went down a tangent. And talking about barnwood, and we started talking about the history of our farm and all this kind of stuff, and got off on this tangent. But this one
very interesting
started because I said we're doing winter wish, and he said, "Is anybody wishing for
a beautiful thing for the children?" And I couldn't help it. I had to. You know what I said? I was like, "That's a snarky comment. Don't say that." I can't help it. I'm sorry. I had to.
Too early still. You haven't finished that cup.
I haven't. It's all in fun. It's just a rivalry. Sports is one of the places you can still have some like healthy dislike for each other, and it's okay. Because off the court, off the field, it's fine. We want the best for all these kids, but on the court, we want to beat them bad. So it's all right.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I get it. And I've just got to say, your daughter, what a little cute mini me. She is adorable. Watching her senior year and senior social media posts, she's just a beauty.
She's a good human too.
Yeah,
it's really important. So
that's special.
Yeah.
That's special. But I know y'all are so proud of her.
So proud. So proud.
She's just so cute.
She's
love
like
her.
a much better version of Ace. It's amazing.
That's what we parents
That's
wish
right.
for our children.
I talked to her the
is that
other
they would
night.
be better than us.
And I told her, I was like, I was having this like highly, I was like, who is this little, because you know what I mean? When I met her, she was like a little 12, 13-year-old, and now she's like this woman that's about to go into the world. It's pretty amazing to see.
Yeah,
so
she did get her acceptance to UTK.
that's awesome.
I was
We
wondering
won't
where
hear
she
about
was
Purdue
going.
until January,
Yeah.
but yeah, so we're proud. I know you'll be proud if she makes it to
Go Vols.
your school.
Yeah, yes. It's hard to get into now in state. Yeah, it's very hard to get in. Yeah,
A
good.
lot of competition. Lot of
Yeah,
competition.
they want that out-of-state money too, so they're
Yeah.
making it harder on the in-state kids. But good for her. So she can't go wrong with it either. Yeah, it'd be
Can't go
great.
wrong.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
What
right.
is she going to do?
She wants to be in a science field. She's really interested in disease studying studying
Good
on
for
how
her.
to treat disease and contain disease and
Cure cancer.
I will say this. I got to give a shout out. So, middle college, that is what has inspired her, really. She had the opportunity to actually go during the summertime on campus to Austin Peay State University. And she had a professor over the summer that opened her eyes to a new world. She really thought she didn't like science, thought she wasn't going to be interested. And I'll tell you, what a great experience for these
awesome.
students. So, sorry to see that program change a little bit, but I think it will still be a great experience for these children. But yeah, she was totally inspired by one of her professors who, again, literally opened her eyes to the microbiology world, which I have been in love with most of my adult life. So, and we won't go down that
here
road,
we go.
right?
This is
He
your
loves to hear
this
it.
is your
He
tangent
loves
area.
to
So
hear
if we
it.
get sports, this is where I get off on
Yeah,
mine.
I get off on a science
Yeah,
tangent.
yeah.
So I'm super proud that she wants to go there.
That's super- that's
Anyway,
exciting.
what she wants to do with her life.
That's exciting.
Purdue was a good fit because of Eli Lilly Company is there, and
Yeah.
it's a drug company that offers a lot of scholarships for children, and they work very closely with Purdue. So, yeah, we'll see. I really don't know if I want her to go 4 hours and 48 minutes away. Yes, I know exactly how long it takes.
Knoxville's beautiful, by the way.
Hours and
Yeah,
40 minutes.
beautiful, and about a little under 3.
3.5, I think it's 3.
If you're driving with Denny Schultz, you can get there in 2:45.
Oh,
So
Lord.
Uh-oh.
Put it in.
yeah.
I just have to say, I know
Yeah.
you're very excited. I love the field she's going in. I have the girl that grew up with my boys that's in that field, and she's now got her doctorate
Oh, yeah.
in doing disease research and all that.
Sky's
We
the limit.
need that. We need that so much. So that's really cool.
And she's a product of public schools. I will just say this too.
you go.
We talk about private
Yeah.
school education, and yes, they are afforded different opportunities, but it has a lot to do with the teachers that pour into the children. The support that's given from the parents is critical, but not all students have that. So that's where we see some caring adults. And I'm gonna shout out one of our teachers at East Robertson. This has nothing to do with my child or my family, but Shelby Keith she was a teacher at East Robertson High School, and she moved on to actually to the School for the Blind, and
wow.
she has still been. She had a student that doesn't have the best home life, and I see her at the games. She's there to support the student, and that's your heart right there.
Yeah.
And so we talk a lot about coaches, teachers. I mean, we cannot replace them. School bus drivers.
Yeah.
Miss Alice
Shout out to
was
the school
Annie's
bus
school
drivers,
bus
yep.
driver. Okay, love her. Still communicate with her. Like there's just so much good that can come from small interactions between coaches. Literally, that creates lifelong change in students and creates the opportunity for them to know that they are valued, loved, worthy, and can accomplish things even when they don't have all the cookie cutter pieces in place.
Yep.
That's what's really important, is just looking at this kid and say, hey, you can still do this. You can still go this far.
Yep.
So
Well said. Well
there's my
said.
little tangent.
I
that was
love it,
good.
boy.
Well
I
said.
tell you, and that's what I keep telling everybody about why we're in the schools. Why my husband and I are doing what we're doing, and that's because, and they just, I have so much excitement for this generation.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
amazing kids. They're
really are.
amazing.
Brian talked about the
And-
compassion piece, and I'll have to say it is so inspiring to get to witness some of these groups, clubs within the schools, students, period, that are looking for volunteer opportunities to come volunteer in their community. They want to get involved. How can I help? What can I do? And not to derail this wonderful conversation we're having, but I do just kind of want to bring it back to when we had the, when SNAP benefits were suspended back in October. It feels like a subject maybe we shouldn't reopen, but it is so important because not only were we able to open up a fund to be able to support the nonprofits that we're seeing an overwhelming increase in requests for assistance, we also had people reaching out and saying, how can we help? what can we do? How, you know, I had students that had volunteered in the past that reached out and said, hey, I really want to do something at my school because I know there are kids who are hungry and they may not know where to go, or their parents may not know where to go. So what can I post? How can I share information? I'm like, okay, there is faith in humanity. There are so many good things that come out of tragedy. We saw that in COVID. You know, we've seen that now again as we've experienced some unprecedented times. You know, where we have families who are struggling, and the fact of the matter is that for every, you know, 2 or 3 who you may feel like are abusing the system, quote unquote, or taking advantage of an opportunity, there are a vast majority who truly need the support. And it's a critical support system. And I won't get on my political beliefs because that's not what we're here to do, but I will say that we owe it to people to on-ramp and off-ramp them properly.
Yep.
That's all I'll say.
I agree with you.
We have
absolutely.
a great system for getting people on a program, and then we need to make sure that we are doing our part to set them up for success long term.
Right.
And that is where a lot of our partners, and we're focusing a lot of our work on how are we supporting these families to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
To be in a sustainable living model, right? Because not everyone knows what that looks like, and not everyone's family situation is cookie cutter either. So, anyways, I'm sorry to do that.
And if you want to know more, you can reach out to the United Way, talking about the volunteer opportunities for the kiddos. If you've got kids that need that, United Way can point them in the right direction because they are the bridge builder to the nonprofits in our community. There you go.
You remember that day you said that forever ago, and I was like, okay, she did it. We know what to say now.
You're so funny. Well, I got it from the chamber because they were saying they were the bridge builders to the businesses, and I'm like, well, yeah, you are the bridge builders to the nonprofits.
I love it.
So anyway, but very good. So what are we specifically, is there anything specific that y'all need to promote today? Do y'all have something coming up? Or are we just kind of catching up? What have we got to do? Do we have an agenda?
Well, we've
got 10 minutes because we've been sitting here chit-chatting.
We could do this for a while.
We could just sit and visit and talk about stuff, you know? Before we jump into that,
do your thing.
Get your tickets to the Old Timey Christmas ball. This is going to be so much fun. You got to dress up to go. This is a Lee Marie thing. You know Lee Marie.
Oh, yeah. She's always doing it.
It's Friday.
It's this Friday. You can still get tickets to this guy, so I've got to make sure and promote that. But that's at the Well in the Square, and that's downstairs through Crossroads. So get your tickets, y'all. You will have a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see the pictures from this. It's going to be a hoot.
Oh, yeah.
But in their old-timey dresses and stuff.
It'll be so good.
Yeah, it'll be so good.
I think Danny actually might make an appearance. Danny and Nelda, maybe.
Okay.
They have old-timey dress. I'm just throwing that out.
There you go.
Anyway.
They need to be there. They need to be there. So what were you going to say?
We mentioned it last week. No, we just bringing it back up. Seasons of Sharing we're in right now. You know, for years, the last 5 years or so, we did Give Thanks, which was just we collected food boxes for local food banks and for some of our family resource centers. But this year, listening to our partner agencies, they need help. They need volunteer help. They need continuous help, not just the food. The food boxes were great, and we still have an element of that inside of that we've done with some of our corporate partners. But they needed sustained help, not just for that little burst around the holidays. And January is a very hard time for them because a lot of people want to get involved in November, December, and then the New Year comes around. They're like, okay, we're done. But people still need to eat. People still need services. People still need things in January. So we listened to them, and we formulated with Hands On, our partner, this Seasons of Sharing to try to get people in the community, individuals and our corporate partners, to volunteer, get involved with our partner agencies and folks we work with. And so that's ongoing right now. There's opportunities throughout our 9-county footprint. We want to get people plugged in. If you've never volunteered before, it's a great opportunity. You can go. There's a link, and we can share that in the comments again. And you can look at it and go, it has dates. Some of them are ongoing. Some of them are very specific windows, like 9 to 11 on this date or 9 to 11 on Tuesdays or whatever, and your location, and then how many volunteers are needed, how intensive it is, if like you have physical limitations. So we're just trying to make it as easy as possible to get involved and get into your community. And so we just, that's what we're trying to do, and also help our partner agencies the best way we can and folks we work with. And so it's first year we've done it. We've blown away the goals. I think you have the numbers.
Yeah, we had in the first, I think 3 weeks of posting, posting it had already made 1,000 connections.
Oh, wow.
Which is unbelievable. So we talked about this. We have a quarterly partner convenings with our funded partners. So that's our nonprofit agencies. And we talk about this, all of our initiatives all the time, but this is something that, we hit home with them. We listened to you and adjusted our model of how we're serving so that we can help serve you better. And part of that was also creating the opportunity to post a wish list. So that's something else that came out of it. It's, that not, again, cookie cutter opportunities are great and you can adjust to make it work. But there are some of our partner agencies that need supplies that go beyond a Thanksgiving meal kit, or it may look like diapers, wipes, and formula. But if you're a agency that's serving a new family or families, so we wanted to create the opportunity for our agencies to kind of guide that conversation. What do you need? How can our corporate partners, our community support you effectively and efficiently? Yes, the Thanksgiving meal kit's great, but there's so much more than that. And then again, just kind of to hit home with what Brian said, come January, their shelves are bare.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, I know.
What you hear, they're bare. And what the benefit that United Way gets off of this is that as we're working with our nonprofit partner, with our corporate partners, we are able to connect them with our nonprofit partners who need the assistance. It's literally a platform just for connection. There is no service fee. There is no payment that's needed. There are $0 associated with how we're offering Season of Sharing. So we just want to make sure that we say that out loud because that's important. Again, you talk about us being the bridge builder. We truly are the bridge builder between who Brian gets to work with every day and these corporate partners and business partners who are saying, how can we help? Give us the opportunity to share that. Season of Sharing is open to not just our funded partners. So through January 31st, 2026, any nonprofit partner, coalition, government agency that would include a school can list a wish list need. So if you've got a school-based food pantry that you're providing, especially during the holidays when it may get hit harder, please use that service. It's made available to you completely free. There's a little bit of work on the front end. We got to get you some skin in the game. So you've got to create a profile and list those items, but that's it. I mean, there's no catch, no gimmick. This is literally a service that we're not only providing to our corporate partners in the community so that they can know where to go, but it also helps our nonprofit partners directly. So that's something that's really important to us. And that's all made possible through our we actually merged in January of 2024. So we're coming up on 2 years with Hands on Nashville, which is hard to believe.
I've always thought it was last year, but it's 2 years.
Yeah, it feels like last year you blinked, right? Man. But in January 2024, we merged with Hands On. And it's awesome because it gave us the opportunity to really jump both feet in with volunteerism and how important that is in the community. Not only does it build good morale between people who go and volunteer together, you're also literally making a difference in your community when you step out. And even if it's just giving of time, maybe you don't have treasure to give, but if you have time and talent, step up and see how you can volunteer, because there are a ton of opportunities. We have through that platform, this wasn't meant to be a whole hands-on spiel, but through that platform, we also have skilled volunteerism needs. So if you're a very talented photographer, videographer, maybe you're great at organizing closets, maybe you're a CPA that needs to give some time and you're not currently serving. There are a million opportunities. An architectural firm was needed for a project. And guess what? We found one through that platform. It's just so cool. So anyway, I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but just wanted to make sure that we built that out properly. And so that we also say that there's no catch for you to participate, because a lot of times, okay, what does that mean really? So it's definitely just meant to be a service so that we are doing what we need to be doing and what we're good at doing, which is connecting and convening.
That's it. Just putting here.
That's right.
You got a need, you got a want, whatever it is, let's go. And we had a campaign, Genesco, they like to volunteer during their campaign. They were looking for a very specific opportunity. Salvation Army needed their warehouse set up for Angel Tree. They had an abundance of a young workforce that has, want to get physical and do something. Put them two together, crushed it. They said it was the best volunteer opportunity they'd had for their thing, and is exactly what they're looking for. And it was made possible just through this connection. And that's something they'll probably do every year now and probably become a thing. So it's just like, that made me feel good. That's what we're supposed to be doing. And again, there was no catch on either side. It's literally just, they wanted to get out and do something. They have a need, boom, put them together. And then we step away. So
And tell everybody how they can get in touch with that and sign up and all the things there.
Absolutely. We're always going to drive you to our United Way of Greater Nashville website, so encourage you to do that. From there, you can get linked to not only our 211 helpline, our free tax preparation program, but also volunteer opportunities, our partner list, the whole nine. So again, United Way of Greater Nashville, and if you want to look for those volunteer opportunities directly, of course, the Google machine, that's what I call it. Your search engine, whichever search engine you choose, get on there and just search volunteer opportunities in Middle Tennessee, and it should pull right up.
Right.
Because there are opportunities that span well beyond Davidson County. And this is my challenge and my call to action for any nonprofit or service organization. Get on there. Get listed. It is a great way. Hands On Nashville has 45,000 followers that are actively engaged with their social media platform. And so if you want some exposure, I encourage you to get on that platform, get engaged with a new group of volunteers, a new way to be exposed to new supporters. And they come from all over the place. So like Brian said, Genesco is located in Nashville, but their workforce comes from all over. So you may be working with someone who lives in your community that works with a Nashville partner. So just encourage you to, again, please, it's free. Come see us. Yes. But you can reach out to me or Brian. Again, you can get in touch with us on our website. We're listed on the staff directory, or I can list the information here. You can call or text me. I'm happy to reach out to you. 615-426-6931. Yep, that's my number. You can really call or text me.
Mm-hmm. Give it one more time.
615-426-6931.
There you go.
She's a little rusty. She didn't remember the 2 times. So.
Right. Yeah, she good. Radio's always 2 times. You got to always do it.
LaVern taught me that. So
Well,
It was pause for effect. I was waiting for that. Say it again.
Yeah, there you go. We were always taught that by the time you start giving a phone number and people are trying to find a pin, you got to give it again.
I do it on the phone when I leave a voice message. Like when I'm working with my clients, I'll do it. I said again, that's boom. Because, so the second time they can finish it up. Yeah, it's an old sales thing.
Can I hit on one
topic
really quickly? Because I just wanted to shout, United Way of Greater Nashville, we cover a 9-county coverage area. So that's Davidson and the surrounding. It's kind of like a C around Davidson County. Part of what I really wanted to be able to talk about today was our SNAP Response Fund. So I kind of mentioned that on the front end. United Way of Greater Nashville is committed to serving the 9-county coverage area. It's not just about Davidson County or Williamson County or Montgomery County. It's about all of our counties. Our executive committee and our board allowed us the opportunity to deploy $250,000 in response to that, because we saw a 200% increase in call volume related to food alone when SNAP benefits were being threatened. And so it was, where can I get help? How can I? New callers, those are new people saying, where do I go if I need help? And I just wanted to make sure that I hit home on the fact that we had $642,000 in requests. We were able to expend the entire $250,000 in 1 week, which was really exciting. Our partners got those funds. Partners here in Robertson County receive funds, which is wonderful. We wanted to make sure that all 9 counties had appropriate coverage based on the data. We use data to make every single decision, but I just wanted to hit home on the fact that, yes, we talk about a 9-county coverage area, but we as a community, we think about just Robertson County or just Cheatham County or just Davidson County or just Williamson County. We have to think more regionally, honestly, because I want to hit home on the part that a Genesco or an Electrolux or any of those large employers, they're employing people that don't just live here. They're employing people that live all over the place.
I got one quick thing on that.
I just want to throw that out there. So just keep that in mind, that our service agencies and those corporate partners that provide support, they are also helping to serve in Robertson County. So
there's a lady that works at Genesco that they just honored for being there for 60 years. She started when she was 18 years old. Yeah, she's still working. She's from Robertson County, Tennessee.
Oh.
And been commuting the entire time. She lives up in White House. Nope.
That's incredible.
Yep, says she loves it. Just to illustrate her point. She's been working there for 60 years.
Wow.
Lives right here, born and raised, lives right here.
Wow.
So I just like to throw that out there anytime I can, because it can't, you hear the word Nashville and you feel pulled away, but it's actually, there is so much benefit. We could spend a whole nother, I think 30 minutes or an hour talking about the value that's placed in Robertson County from our nonprofit, or excuse me, from my Nashville support. So those nonprofits are literally benefiting from our Nashville, Davidson County based business partners who are ensuring that we are providing funding back to those nonprofit partners. It's critical funding because it's unrestricted dollars. And again, I could go on a whole nother tangent about unrestricted dollars and how important they are when you think about federal and state funds. Anyway, sorry, LaVern, but I just
I
think it's important, and
I know but I can't tell you how many kickoffs and meetings I go to, and I tell people where I'm from when I'm talking to them, and I'll have at least a couple of people coming to me and say, I'm born and raised, or I live up in Cross Plains, or blah, 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 whatever, every single time. And so it's just, and I did the same thing, before we moved back here. I drove back and forth all the time too.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
from here, worked there. So,
my whole radio career until I, discovered this was in Nashville.
Right.
I mean, come on, 28 years I had in Nashville as U-turn.
Yeah.
But, hey, it's just absolutely. Yeah. I love visiting with you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Good to see you. I see you all the time.
I know.
I've seen her forever.
Yeah, I brought in the smart people with me today, so.
I'm more than one person.
Yeah. I love it.
I was counting LaVern, too.
Yes.
Got two smart people at the table.
Yeah.
Great day. I appreciate you joining us. Thank you, Ace. Thank you, Brian from United Way, Greater Nashville here in Robertson County. We got the best team right here in Robertson County, guys. And anything you need, just reach out to him at the United Way office. And you can go online, United Way of Greater Nashville. 211 is always a great number to call. All the things. Bridge builders to the nonprofits. If you need some volunteer opportunities, they can point you in the right direction. If you need help, they can point you in the right direction.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas. Peace and love,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
That's right.
Yep.
Merry Christmas.
Tomorrow is Faith Friday. I'm not really sure what we got going on yesterday or tomorrow. Still working on that. So you know what? Be here, and we'll get some Jesus on you, y'all. Anyway, there you go. This is 1100 WSGI. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.